Hello lovely people, welcome back to the Notes of Gracious YouTube channel. I hope that you've all had a good week the same way the baby and I have. So welcome. Single and pregnant, let's talk about it. I've actually done a similar video to this one, but that one I was talking about like the pros and cons of being single and pregnant and how I've coped. But with this video, I just really kind of want to talk about it, the truth of what it's been like for me and perhaps other women out there, and just to share perspective on what it is, right? I'm so comfortable talking about my life. I'm so comfortable talking about the things that I go through. I'm so comfortable sharing my life without oversharing. So let's just talk about it, and I'll let you in on a little bit of what's been happening over the last 9 months. Okay, so I can talk about this because I've done it, right? I am weeks away from giving birth to my angel, and I'm so excited. So I feel like I can talk about this because it's something that I've done, and I believe I've done it successfully. I've had a really good and blessed pregnancy, and I've done it by myself. When I say single and pregnant, I mean without a partner in the picture. But I have the support of my family. I have the support of my friends, and I have a really good support system around me. So yeah, let's get into it. I've had to write some stuff down. So when I first found out that I was going to be a single mom and that I was going to be single and pregnant, I went onto YouTube just kind of looking for stories on other women and how they've been able to navigate through this possibly challenging time of their lives. And most of the stories that I was listening to or what I was reading, it was just really sad and heartbreaking, and it was just teary-eyed, which I know is a reality for other people, so I'm not demeaning that at all. I believe everybody has their story and their journey and what they've gone through. If somebody's crying about something, they've been hurt by it. But I just kind of decided that was not going to be my story. That was not going to be my portion. That was not going to be for me and my baby. It was just not going to be a story of tears and sadness at all. So I kind of decided to change my story from them and decided that we're going to do this. I'm going to do this, and I know and I knew that I could, and I have. All right. So I believe that being a mom starts the moment that you find out you're pregnant and you accept it. I don't think being a mom starts the moment you deliver your baby and your baby's born and you can physically touch them, but the moment you know about it and you accept it, that is when being a mom starts. And that is what happened to me. I found out, I accepted, and then I tapped into being a mom to my little girl already before she's even physically here. And I just really hated the fact that being single and pregnant or being a single mom was something that was like you were seen as a neglected woman or a forgotten woman or unwanted or not chosen. That made me so sick. And again, I decided that was not going to be part of my story. I don't think or believe that there is anything sad about having a child. You're contributing to the world in such a positive way if you do your job well as a parent, right? And so there's so many ways that can lead you to being single and pregnant. It could be that your partner has passed away. It could be that you're a single mother or by choice, like you could have had a procedure for you to become a mother, or you could have found a surrogate, like you could have chosen to be a single mother by choice, or a single and pregnant by choice, or baby daddy just bailed. He doesn't want anything to do with you. He doesn't want anything to do with the baby, or baby daddy just wants something to do with the baby but not with you. Like there's so many ways that a person can be led to being a single parent, right? And so a few things for me in this journey that have happened and that have helped was when you find out that you're in a situation like this, Making this decision for yourself is the biggest and best thing you can do. Asking too many people for validation or for opinions or what you should do is probably one of the worst things you can do that is going to cause confusion, that is going to cause a major anxiety. And I did not do that. I did not ask anybody what I should do about my pregnancy. I did not feel the need to consult anybody, and I mean nobody, about this. I made this decision for me. I made this decision for myself, and I made this decision for my child. There is nobody that I consulted about this. There is nobody that I really actually told, other than my therapist, about it. I really did not need the opinion of anybody else. I needed to make this decision for myself and know that it was the right thing for me to do, right? So with this comes, there's such a dark side to it as well, because when you're with a partner, when you're married, or when you're with your husband, you make this decision to have kids together. You plan this beautiful journey to start a family. But when things don't quite turn out the way that you wanted, when things don't quite happen the way that you thought they would, what then do you do? And so you can have thoughts of abortion, you can have fear of the unknown, you can have fear of, I can't do this, I can't afford this, I'm going to be doing this by myself. There is no way I can birth a child by myself. There is no way I can raise a child by myself. These are all thoughts that can really go through your mind, which happened for me, and these are all thoughts that can really screw you over if you don't sit down to really think about it. And I sat down and I really thought about it, and I prayed about it, and I knew that keeping my baby and raising her by myself was going to be something that I was absolutely going to do, and I have no regrets about it whatsoever. It is the best decision I have probably ever made in my whole life. And so another thing that helped me was letting go of fear, letting go of embarrassment, letting go of shame and guilt. I was not going to carry anybody's shame, anybody's guilt, anybody's fear over this. I was not going to do that. And in previous videos, I've spoken about how like there was just negative chatter about it, or you're not married, you don't have a husband, how can you have a child, and you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that. There was just so much yep around it. And I was just not having it. So I refused from the beginning to feel shame, to feel embarrassment, to feel guilt over having my child. There was no way I was going to carry that on and bring that on to myself. So that really helped me when I decided I'm not taking on anybody else's shame or guilt. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to celebrate what a beautiful thing this is. I can carry life. That is wild. I can carry life. I can bring a child into the world. To this day, it still blows my mind that I have the ability to do something like that. So why should I feel embarrassed? Why should I be ashamed that I can do this amazing thing? So that was not gonna be my life or my story. Just having supportive people around me that were not overstepping was priceless for me. So when I finally opened up to people about my pregnancy and I finally made it public, and I was already about 7 months in when this happened, I just wanted to be surrounded by a lot of people that were supportive, but they were not going to overstep. So simply asking questions, what do you need from me? What can I do to help? Without bombarding me with advice, without bombarding me with, you should have done that, you should do this, you should do that. Because I did not have the space for it, and I did not need to do that. This had to be a decision that I made on my own and completely on my own. Because there are just a lot of decisions when you're not with a partner that you have to make for yourself and for your child. But if I was in a position where I was able to share those decisions, it would be easier. But I knew that whatever happens with me and the baby, it was all up to me. I'm the one here to make the decisions. I'm the one still making the decisions, even up until now. And another thing that really helped me was I decided that I was not going to be stuck in this, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a single mom. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this by myself. I leveled up quick for me and for my child. I started making long-term plans. I started making short-term plans, even as simple as where I'm gonna give birth, who my birth partner is gonna be, what role my family, my parents were going to play in my baby's life. I had to level up quick. But also with that, you have time. You have a good, depending when you find out, you have a good few months to level up and do what you got to do. And there is nothing like bringing life into this world, or knowing you're bringing life into this world, that will make you step up and level up quickly. The biggest one for me was no baby daddy drama. I was not going to engage in any baby daddy drama. Other people have so much of it and it's hard to ignore, but I didn't have that. I didn't even put myself in a position where that was an option. I didn't even put myself in a position where there was a thing that was going to happen. And so I stayed far away from any drama, from any negative talk, from anything that might stress me out, because I knew that I was doing this by myself. I live alone, so it's just me and the baby every day. So I was like, no baby daddy drama for me. I did not engage in it, and I will not engage in it. It's just not going to be part of our story. I'm just not going to be the mom or the woman who has drama with the baby daddy. It just wasn't something that I was willing to do, and I did not want anybody to take me out of my character for any reason. So just staying away from all of that was really, really a big one for me, and it really helped me to have a successful journey with me and my baby. And I just decided to move in love and move in grace and move in forgiveness and do what was best for me and for my child who's coming soon. Just being pregnant alone is a lot of work. I'm in my third trimester now. Like I said, I'm weeks away. It is a lot of work. I'm at the point now where I'm just tired all the time. All I want to do is just eat and sleep, and I can't help it. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. So imagine going through all of those things, and then you also have to fight other people, or you have to fight the drama, or you have to fight anxiety and depression. I just wasn't going to do that. I'm so blessed that I've had a great pregnancy. My unborn child has protected me. She has protected me so much and so well. She has thanked me that I am carrying her and that I'm willing and excited and able to bring her into this world. Honestly, if I did not have that, I don't know how I would have made it. But I was so strong, and I was so, like, my mind up here, I was just so focused on what the goal was, and I was not going to be that angry black single mother, woman, whatever it may be. It was not going to be part of my story, and I don't believe it has to be part of anybody's story. If you make up your mind that you can do this, that you are going to do this, that you were created to do this. If you're carrying a child already, just know that your body is built to birth. You can do this. It can happen. Of course, there's circumstances where there may be a miscarriage, or maybe a stillborn, or medical problems, or sicknesses, whatever it may be. I know I am not oblivious to those things. I know those things can happen. But for those that have had a good pregnancy, and for those that are praying over their pregnancies, and for those that are excited for it and everything is going well, you are built to birth. You can do this. We can do this. And that is just what I kept telling myself, which made this journey of me being single and pregnant so effortless for me. It made it so good. I'm not gonna lie, there were times when I would just sit there and I'm like, why do I have to go through this by myself? But honestly, just the joy of being a mom, one, and the timing of it in a way was kind of perfect for me. So I wasn't really crying over it. I wasn't cursing anybody over it. I was just really grateful that I'm able to do this. And I just really talked myself into being positive. I really leaned on the strength that I knew I had inside me. And I leaned on the strength that I knew that my unborn daughter keeps giving me every single day. And I just prayed about it. And my family's so excited. They're so supportive. They can't wait to see her. They can't wait to raise her. They can't wait to have her. So if I have all of that, then I don't see a reason why I should feel like anything is wrong with us. So this is just a few little things that we've been through over the last 8.5 months now. And I'm just so grateful for it. And I just thought I would share just a little bit of how I believe I went through this journey successfully, how I believe that I was able to keep my head above the water, and how I believe that you too can do this. You don't even need to be in a situation when you're pregnant. It could be at work, it could be at home, it could be in your relationships, it can be in anything. But I believe your mind is the strongest tool that you have, and I tapped into that. I changed my mind, I changed my perspective, and the moment I did that, my whole life completely changed as well. So hopefully this video was helpful to you, and the other video I did on the same topic was also helpful, just talking about the good and the bad things and how I coped. So tune in for the next video. Bye.